Are the Young Bucks being viewed in a negative way in AEW? I'm Todd Tanner. This is Wrestling News Now. Let's get right down to the nitty gritty of this story. I found an article in WrestlingHeadlineNews.com entitled Backstage News on How People in AEW View the Young Bucks. Quote, during a recent PWTorch.com audio show, Wade Keller noted that he has heard more people within AEW defend the Young Bucks over CM Punk following the backstage brawl at AEW All Out that also featured Ace Steel and Kenny Omega. Keller stated At and Nick Jackson are generally seen as good guys behind the scenes. The Bucks are not seen as abrasive personalities, Keller said. Passive-aggressive, yes, there's some aspects of that. They're not seen as a-holes. People who don't like Punk have more negative things to say than people who don't like the Bucks have to say about them in terms of their characterization. Keller continued, the Bucks might rub people the wrong way or not be their type of people or whatever, but they're not jerks. And that's kind of part of the dynamic here. I think some people looked at Punk here and said, you might not like that they are not taking your advice, or you might think, oh, that comment didn't need to be made. It's hard for people to imagine Matt and Nick deserving that kind of call out publicly in a context that should have been about celebrating a world title win and a really good pay-per-view. Question. Should the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega be allowed to stay in AEW and retain the Triple Crown Championship titles? Let me know in the comment section. For Wrestling News Now, I'm Todd Tanner.